Baby, you already ate. You already had dinner. 2 bottles worth and grain. You can come walk with me though. Come on. Ow, baby. You don't have to ram me. I'm walking as fast as I can. Hey, we're not going to be mean, okay? Hi, Danny. Hi. And I want you to hear it from my mouth that we're not giving up. When you come this far and you've put so much into it and you know that things are possible, you don't give up. You keep going. You know, I asked Lester, how much longer you think Tex is going to be out here screaming? Because it's got to be wearing on him, it's wearing on me, it's wearing on our neighbors, I'm sure of it. And he's like, I don't know. I don't know how long he's going to keep doing that because we don't think anyone's in heat. I think it's just that he longs for seeing the ladies and caring for them. And I think that they're going to continue to go down to the woods as long as this looks like that. I did a lot of research on why nothing's growing there. Why nothing is even growing in here. And I have so many different reasons and answers because you see there's like a tiny patch there. And there's a tiny little patch out here where Dixie passed. There's one way up here in the corner. Hi, Rubes. And that's it. And I realize that some of this has to do with traffic. And understandably that, you know, you can't grow things where the soil is continually disrupted. But you can't tell me that all of that out there is so disrupted. What I can tell you though is that I believe that the soil is too acidic. I also believe that it didn't have enough time to develop roots before the cows were on it, and I have a lot of theories around this. But tomorrow I'm taking a soil sample, but it's basically the agricultural resource in this county, hoping that they can tell me what to do. I called there today and they said, bring it in and let's talk through what you got. I also have this neat little tool. Hi, ladies. Oh, I love them so much. Hi, babies. I have this neat little tool in my garden that I'll show you. It's just a simple little test, and it tests the pH of the soil. It also tests the moisture, and of course it tests for sunlight. It's meant for small plants and to make sure, you know, that you have the right soil you're looking for plants. It's not really meant to be like a true soil test in your pasture. And even the sample that I'm will not be the like a true soil test where they come out and do that. It's just a sample. So I have this tool right here. Okay? And it's not fancy, but right now I'm testing moisture and it's telling me it's almost too moist. And if I back up, sorry, I'm shaking. Obviously light, it's gonna be like, you have no light because it's the end of the day and the sensor is right here. And then pH. So you can see my soil right here is just on the top side of alkaline and borderline acidic. There are, as I've learned, a lot of plants that like acidic soil, blueberries being one of them. But this little meter right here is what I thought we could take out to the pasture and see what it says out there. It's not fancy. It's not. And I should probably rinse that off before we test anything else. But explain this to me. How does this little metal thing test the acidity? I have a lot of questions around that. Either way, let's go. Baby, you already ate. You already had dinner. 2 bottles worth and grain. You can come walk with me though. Come on. Ow, baby. You don't have to ram me. I'm walking as fast as I can. Hey, we're not going to be mean, okay? My Danny. My. I know, we got to get some grass grown for y'all. So this pasture is not clean, as you can see. And this is where they hang out to eat and poop and sleep. Ow, baby. Okay. This was supposed to be a leisurely walk, sweetie. This is not leisurely in any way. You won't even let me move. Sweetie! Okay, well, I wanted to test the soil without so much mean help. Danny's so sweet. Can I just say that? Can I just change this to a positive place that Danny is so dang sweet? Because she is. Tex is angry. Hey, stop. All right, listen. Hey, why are you being so rotten to me? I already fed you. I already fed you. I did. You need this? Is that what you're telling me? I can't walk any further? You're like Billy Goat's gruff. You won't let me cross the bridge over here? I'm not allowed? Not until I give you so many scratches? Okay, gosh. How about we scratch and walk? Is that acceptable? Come on. Hey, stop. Okay, Ruby. No, we're not going to play rodeo. Nope. You ate 20 minutes ago, and you ain't eating that. Danny, teach her to be sweet like you, please. Okay. Well, we ain't gonna make it far, I can tell you that right now. Ow, baby. Okay, so my theory is, I think the soil is too acidic. I think it's too acidic, and the reason I think that is there are a ton of pine trees out here, and pine trees produce pine needles, and pine needles make the soil so acidic that most of the time, it's hard to get grass to grow underneath them. That's why when you look out in like a pasture that's full of pine trees, you don't see a lot of grass growing below it because A, shade, but B, because of the acidity. And this soil is very loose, as Lester once called it, moon sand. So it's going to take a lot of reworking and to leave it dormant, basically. Hey, stop it. To leave it dormant, meaning that nothing can walk on it for months. For roots from the grass to truly, ow, form. Okay, I'm sticking it in. This is sand right here. This is absolutely, ow, Ruby. And it appears that there's no change in acidity. Oh, I can't even make this video. Okay. This was a bad idea. I'm gonna have to make this with Ruby locked up because she's hurting me a little bit right now. And Tex is yelling and it's making it worse. There's so much teeny tiny little blades of grass right here. Can't you eat that instead of me? Please? Pretty please. I was gonna cross the bridge. Okay. And here's how I think and know or understand why that there's actually nothing growing out here. Or why I think that my theory is right. Okay. So here's why I think that my theory is pretty accurate. There's not even a weed. There's not even a weed growing out here. And in pastures that are just lacking nutrients, typically you still see weeds growing. But when you have so much acidity, nothing grows. And I wish I could take you to it. There's a pasture down the road here. It's not a pasture. It's a piece of property down the road here that has the most beautiful layout of pine trees. And we never see them mowing. And that's because there's nothing that grows. Nothing that grows. And I'm fearful that that's what we're working with here. And I told Lester that the solve for this that I know is to bring in topsoil and then to sow, and you have to lime to reduce acidity, and you need months of work before you can prepare it as a grazing pasture. And well, oh hi Gracie. What are you doing over here by yourself, baby? Don't you want to come and play with Ruby? Because she's mean. So I will find out more and agricultural resource. And then I'm happy you could find love in my pinky. Danny, you're so good. You're such a good girl, baby. I want to love you right now, but Ruby's just taking all of the things from me. So it's just defeating. Because even right now, I see a tiny little hue of ryegrass. But ryegrass is annual, meaning that it'll come up once after it gets cool enough. And then eventually it will die back too. And it has to be replanted every single year. It's meant to hold your cattle over, but also to keep your pastures intact so that the soil doesn't get so disturbed from nothing growing on it. And I really had hope a few weeks ago when we looked out here and there was just beautiful hue of green, and now you look out here and it's defeating is what it really is. But I think after my digging that there's a significant amount of acidity and that we have much more work to do on this pasture. I also think that this is a really nice drive-through spot and walk-through spot here, but we didn't intend for there to be standing water in this capacity in this space or this space or this space. Like, I think that the two springs over here are really important and we should make that absolutely a pond, but this kind of needs to flow. So our work here is not done, I guess, is my message. Do you hear that? Ow, baby. Ow. People are going to think that you're really mean because that's the only videos I show of you right now. You can be sweet. It's just that she's a grown girl. And, well, she would like to grow from eating my flesh, is all. Anyway, I really, really hope. We got ostriches running across here like crazy, running up to Lester. He's out here with the bulls, looking at hay and the guardian dogs. And Tex is seeing two of his girls and still screaming his head off because Pearl made her way up too. So we have Pearl and Gracie over here, and I assume that the rest of the girls, yeah, I can see them up here, way back there. See the white? They're here. They're coming. Oh boy, here comes the stampede. Maybe I'm in a bad spot. I see Charlene coming around, as Lester would say, come a-running. I love it when he says that. And I see the rest of the ladies hauling behind. It's a beautiful evening here in Texas. And I want you to hear it from my mouth that we're not giving up. When you come this far and you've put so much into it and you know that things are possible, you don't give up. You keep going. And I think that you'll see that from us very, very often and in all that we do. It's defeating and it sucks sometimes. But you have to give it your all. And that's what we're going to do here. So more tomorrow. I'm going to run away from this girl right now, and I changed my mind on going any further because all of the other ladies have made their way up. This will at least stop the Tex screaming. And they're going to make their way over here, and I think that I should move out of their way, to be honest.